Check out the Lively family as we embrace the New York Botanical Gardens. Absolutely beautiful. Everything that you would expect of a cultivated 250 acres. The crazy thing is we ended up going here by surprise. We were on our way to the park and we ended up at the Botanical Gardens. They are honoring Vincent van Gogh. So as you can see, his artwork is on full display. Like, whoever put this together, like, they did such an amazing job of embodying and encompassing his artwork that I just had to go slowly around it and show you all just the symmetry. One thing I really love about Vincent van Gogh's story is like the very real battle that they portray he had with mental health, and also that it's just a reminder that you're not always going to get recognized for your work. You know, it was years later after he passed away that his artwork got picked up, and now he's in textbooks all over the place. And so as we honor him, then we also going forward to just walking in. This is all upon the entrance here. Just beautiful trees. There's this super long line of people who are waiting to go on the tour. I think it's called the Graham Tour. And you take the tour around the 250 acres because needless to say, it's a lot to walk. And most people are not going to be able to see all of it. So that they go on that garden tram tour and they get to experience it all. Us, we wanted to walk, and plus we're not a big fan of packed spaces like that, so we skipped out on that. But I think that it's super amazing that they have that opportunity, and one day I am going to get on it and go see the full gardens because I have yet to walk around the entire thing. It's just nature as you would imagine it. Many trees who've been there for a long time. It's always great because, you know, think about it. This is in the middle of New York. New York is known as the concrete jungle, so there's not a lot of spaces you can go in the city part of New York and be able to escape into nature this deeply. And so I always love looking at the trees and just thinking about how they made it. Like, they made it. They cousins, they sisters, they brothers that was on this land may not have made it, but these trees have been standing for a long time. So we're just walking down, and then we're going to our favorite spot, which is this beautiful castle right here. Like, what would you do if you own this building? Like us, we were talking about, if I own this building right here, it would be an art extravaganza. Like, there would be anything involving artistry that you could do in the building, we would be doing. I would have a dance studio, a music recording room. I would have a plant room, a literal space to draw and paint art, a nice secluded place where you can write. Everything, anything and everything artistic, a room to sew and create. Like, there would be rooms dedicated to every single different form of art that we can imagine. Like, and that's what I would do with a building this large, honestly and truly. And I would have a bunch of maids because it's a lot of work to clean up something that large, and you are gonna need some help. But nonetheless, this is where we chilled at. It's funny because we were actually walking back over here because we left our keys. Because as you'll see later on in this video, we were playing around all in this area. Some great information is that if you're a Bronx resident, you get into the New York Botanical Gardens for free, but you don't get to use the amenities. So like, there are more exhibits and stuff happening in these buildings and so on and so forth, but you have to pay to get into them and stuff like that, or just become a member, which I think that I don't know what the price of the membership is, but I think that it might be a good investment if you really love to come or just support this sort of environment, because at the end of the day, it is beautiful and it is always nice. Any place where they preserve land is nice. Though I would love to see more things growing on this land. I understand that that would be even more work. So they wouldn't do that, but I would if it was mine. Okay, so next we're about to get into the things that you can buy at the New York Botanical Garden. So right here I was getting into some nice, lovely natural soaps. Oh my God, they smell so good. They were like $9. I didn't buy any because I make my own soap, and yeah, that was really all. But I did love the fragrances, and I also don't know if they were all natural fragrances. You never know. I don't know. But they have plenty of plants at the New York Botanical Garden. I mean, literally, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm already trying to figure out who's going to water my plants when I'm out of town, I would have got more because they have so many different varieties. And another thing I'll point out is that they seem to be pretty fairly priced, I think. I didn't check the prices on everything, so don't get me wrong, but I do think based on some of the stuff that I saw that they're not too on the far side when it comes to prices. So if you love plants, skip Lowe's and Home Depot and come to the Botanical Garden. And look, there's even more plants outside. And so literally just a plant haven. Like you could literally just come here and fill up your whole space with all different sorts of plant species. I didn't even really get too deep into the outdoor plants because we're about to go back into the Vincent van Gogh gift shop from the front so that you guys get to see it head on. So right here is the entrance and obviously the exit as well as people are walking out. And this is my first time. So everything is Vincent van Gogh. And when I tell you, they have a great just selection of different things. Like there's Vincent van Gogh soap bottles. They had a natural soap and it was really good. I was actually thinking about getting that one. It was like $5. Plants. They have bags. Well, I actually really love that bag. If I didn't have too many bags right now, I might have actually got that little sack because hey, it's really nice. Oh my goodness, they had notebooks and sketchbooks, and I'm still thinking about going back to get some of those because between me loving a good notebook and my son loving a good sketchbook, we can never have too many. But we do have too many to be realistic. But absolutely beautiful though, right? Like, and everything is just Vincent van Gogh themed. Everything has his artwork on it, and you really just get to honor him in that way. Looking around to see what else we find here. They had sage. They also have some Bronx stuff too, because obviously the New York Botanical Garden is in the Bronx, which I didn't even know that. I would have thought it was in Manhattan, honestly. They have some succulent soil and some plant food. Like I said, they are not playing about their plants here at the Botanical Garden. It is no joke. They have a nice succulent city going on over here. So we love our succulents, especially for newbie plant owners. Those are easier to maintain. I might think about trading some of my plants for some succulents. My husband was thinking that this was nopal. I don't know if it is, but it does resemble nopal though. But it seems small. And so here we are looking at all these amazing things and just going around the garden. And then boom, look at the goddess, the empress. I looked so mystical this day. And really it'd be the simplest thing I put on that just looks so ethereal. Like, how is that even possible? I don't even know, you guys. But nonetheless, we're going to keep going here. We're getting into the book section. When I tell you they have so many amazing books, mostly specifically for children, like this children's book section, as a book person, I was in love with it. I needed to get the name of the artist who created this series because I cannot see it from the video, but they have so many people. That's Wilma Rudolph, and then they end up having so much more people. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you name it, Muhammad Ali, they got it. You know what I'm saying? As icons. And so many more creative books. I loved it all. Maya Angelou. First of all, I love children's books. Cut the bad seed. Like, come on. Like, I love the creativity that gets to get put into an amazing children's book. So we really were enjoying ourselves in this section. And I was telling him the same author made all those tributes because the artwork was the same. So it's kind of easy to tell that whoever the illustrator is, they're sticking with them. He got Nelson Mandela right there. And so once again, a great way to teach your children. As a homeschool mom, you know, these sorts of things are like gold for me. You know what I'm saying? And being able to teach the kid, you know, in a fun way. That book have nature sounds on it. Oh my God, y'all know I love a interactive book. Like, you don't see those as much anymore, I feel like. So who doesn't love a freaking interactive book? Oh, now we're over here to this falcon. Oh, y'all, why did we catch this falcon, swoop down, try to get the squirrel, and miss right in front of our eyes? Then he stops on this tree, lets us mesmerize and embrace in his looks and his image, and then he goes around, spins the block to see if the squirrel was still there, and left. And then this is it. This is the end of the video. This is our frolicking family. We were doing this in the field the whole time. This is how we lost our keys and had to come back, which is how you ended up getting this amazing vlog video. It's just because I had to walk back through the park and I was like, okay, this time I'll record. And so if you want to see more vlogs and stuff like this and you made it all to the end, comment a beautiful tree and give thanks for life, give thanks for participating and observing this video. And yes,